Guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
On first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
65. He's coming.
21. 21. Here we go.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check safety.
2.
Garoppolo now, forced out to his left. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the run.
Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Man, I got you. 50 wants the mic. Let's go. Take 4.
After the sack on first down, Watson, and the pressure gets to him again. Quan Alexander able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And it's 3rd down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Slam.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. It's complete to Hopkins. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, come on.
13.
Slam.
1, Omaha.
Check 26.
Black.
Buzz. It's a safety creek. Check. Lucky.
On first down, Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. DJ Reader, his second sack of the night. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Check 55, Mike. Check. Mike 55.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and 15.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st down, Texans.
Set. 19.
Here we go.
From the gun, here's Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
12.
Check 99. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41. Here we go. Alert flag.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football game.
Hey, 21.
Hey, turn it up.
Lock. Hey, Alpha.
SOS.
12, fellas, here we go.
SOS. Check.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
11. 21. Here we go.
55's the mic.
Hey, exit.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. There he goes right side. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TD. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick six. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35.
11.
Hey, 41's Mike. All right, T, let's take. All right, T. 41.
Hey, gun.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Snap comes at one. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
49ers first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down throw. Watson. And he's got Fuller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple, and that's exactly why they trail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Again, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
You can't stop me.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Switch gears, switch gears.
Watson just beating the play clock. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th.
Tighten up, tighten up. He's going to double up.
So that'll back him up 5. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete to Fuller. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and short.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw throw incomplete as well. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the third they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the fourth quarter.
Here we go, here we go. White.
Check. Kill.
11.
Check.
65.
Crunch. 25. Check 25. Check 50.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 53 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, it's Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
I'm going to run you over. No. Motion. Pump. Hey, Mike 51. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
got 24. Hey, 59.
From the 50, it's Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
You got tight right there. Shoot!
Alert!
From the red zone now, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Alert 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. He's got daylight. The 40. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. Give him 58 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end Kittle. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15 yards. Complete to George Kittle.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it to football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here we go.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. It's Coleman here. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Garoppolo and the Niners will come up and go for 2.
One, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind.
Time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Go, Mike.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. A good pickup there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Black 80!
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Hey, you got it.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Garoppolo on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
41's the mark.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Throwing on second and long. Garoppolo going to throw deep for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Garoppolo, after the fake give to Breida, going for it all. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Gold is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team.
Smash, foot on the